What is good, everyone? OG over here from FighterZ, and welcome to another PE video. Today we're talking about some Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We've also got Dragon Ball FighterZ to go over on the Nintendo Switch, and the world ends with you. But before we get into that, guys, I want to say thank you for all the likes. Let's keep on hitting that like button. 500 for this video in terms of goals, 700 likes for a $5 eShop giveaway. Now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into this. And we are starting off with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. The DLC challenge mode will launch on June 14th, and guess what this adds, guys? Yes, the data mining / rumors were true. Shulk and Fiora will be coming as blades in this challenge mode, and a whole heap of other stuff as well. So in this challenge mode, what you'll be able to do on June 14th, you can download version 1.5 for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the Nintendo Switch. Once you download that and update it, there will be, if you have the expansion pass, there will be a challenge mode added in to where you can fight through waves of enemies and earn a bunch of loot. So guys, this is probably a way for you to earn the core crystals and everything that you need, money, whatever the case is. This will be a great way to do so. Now, they did show off Shulk in action on the Treehouse Live, and yes, visions are back. When you use Shulk, you will be able to have visions there for those tough battles. So this is something that is very, very cool. Plus, there's going to be some other little story elements added into the mix as well with Shulk and Fiora. Remember, for those who haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I won't spoil anything, but definitely there is a part to play when it comes to Xeno 1 and Xeno 2. And I don't want to go any further than that, but there definitely is a part to play. So I'm interested in seeing how they kind of tie it together when it comes to the story bits in this. Now, it's not going to be anything major, guys, but there will be some story parts in terms of it. Now, in order to download this, you do need the expansion pass. That is the $30 expansion pass that some were trying to say is overpriced and not worth it. Well, looking back at everything that we've gotten so far, now you get Shulk and Fiora in the game. Also, you get this challenge mode. I'm thinking that the expansion pass has been worth every bit. Plus, we still have that Torna, the Golden Country DLC, which is the main entree of all of this season pass, and that is shaping up to be pretty much its own game. I'm hearing 25 hours plus of gameplay and a bunch of new things to do in that one, since it's a whole new expansion. This $30 season pass might be one of the best season passes that I've ever purchased, might be one of the best values on the Nintendo Switch. There's been so much good stuff to come from it, but I'm extremely excited for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 version 1.5 to add in Shulk and Fiora as blades. They look absolutely fantastic in battle. They look great in terms of just like the shots that we've been seeing here. So this is going to be really cool, and look forward to me actually doing some streaming with this and the challenge mode. It's coming out tomorrow, June 14th officially, so I'll probably be streaming it tomorrow at some point. So what do you guys think about this when it comes to the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 expansion, Torna, the Golden Country, the expansion pass, the battle challenge mode pack with Shulk and Fiora heading it off, seeing the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and now we're moving on to the next topic here, and we're going to be discussing Dragon Ball FighterZ coming to the Nintendo Switch in 2018. This got a confirmed release window and announcement from Nintendo at their E3 Direct, and I think that it was one of the unsung or kind of like brushed aside announcements for months. We've been saying, where's Dragon Ball FighterZ? Where's Dragon Ball FighterZ? When this game was revealed, I think it was at E3 or whatever the case it was, people were saying, oh, I want it on the Switch, and now that it's coming, pretty much everyone's forgot about it to complain about Nintendo's show. This was the game that so many people were wanting on the Nintendo Switch, and I think that the Switch version, especially because of the portable nature, you can take it anywhere that you want, you can train anywhere that you want, and you can get more training in between you doing other things as well. So I honestly feel that Dragon Ball FighterZ on the Nintendo Switch might be the best one when you look at it in terms of a fighting game, and you be able to take that anywhere. And there will be single Joy-Con play, so they did have that, and more new features for the Switch version will be introduced as we go along here. They haven't said too much about it. I think they're still working on the features and making sure that everything works correctly, but it will launch in 2018, and I can kind of get an idea of when it's going to launch because the My Hero 1's Justice game, which is also from Bandai Namco, that launches in October for the Nintendo Switch. So I'm guessing that it's going to be a September launch. I'm just guessing. It could be November as well. Nintendo had a bunch of big games in terms of third-party games come in November of last year, Doom and Skyrim and all that. So maybe Dragon Ball FighterZ comes in November, but but at the same time, I think that it could be September as well. So I really want to get into this game, guys, because the one thing is that I had this title on my PC, and I necessarily don't like using my PC as much for gaming as I do like work, like in order to get you guys content. So having it on the Switch to me would be a better option, just being able to play anywhere that I want, and just of course because it's on the Nintendo Switch, obviously you want to have as many cool fighting games, especially fighting games on the Nintendo Switch. I already have a number of them, fantastic to play anywhere that you want. So it's going to be really cool that this game is coming, and I think that the online play, everything that I've played so far from the PC version and everything that I've watched just makes me want to get into it more. They're always releasing updates, they're always releasing new characters, they're just doing a great job in terms of the support for Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's one of the highest, I guess, attendees games at EVO 2018 this year, and it just launched back in January, so the popularity is definitely there, and there's a lot of Super Smash Bros. Players that are doing really well in Dragon Ball FighterZ, so maybe I can translate some of my Super Smash Bros. Skill over to Dragon Ball FighterZ. I know there's a little bit, I guess not too much, but a little bit of Smash skill that I kind of transfer over to when I try to play Pokken. I'm okay at that game, so maybe some of that can transfer over to this game as well. So I'm really looking forward to Dragon Ball FighterZ on the Nintendo Switch, and I think that this is going to be a great seller. People are going to really go out there and support it, even though people aren't talking about it too much because Nintendo just kind of like brushed it aside at their E3. So what do you guys think about Dragon Ball FighterZ coming to Nintendo Switch 2018, and what are your predictions or guesses for the launch date? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, now moving into the final topic here, we have The World Ends With You Final Remix that has been given a launch window instead of a blanket 2018. Now we do have a fall 2018. In terms of when fall actually is, that is September 22nd to Friday, December 21st. So Saturday, September 22nd is when fall starts, and then Friday, December 21st is when fall ends, and then winter starts. So we could get it anywhere between those guys, September, October, November, or December. Quite a broad range there, but at the same time, at least it's a little bit of a zone down in terms of when we're going to be able to get this game. The World Ends With You. If you have not played this game, guys, please make sure you go out there and pick it up on the Nintendo Switch if you can. It is a fantastic game. It was one of the most innovative and unique uses of the Nintendo DS back in the day. I remember picking up this game back when I was in college. I necessarily did not love the controls. I will be honest, I love the game itself. I love the story, the characters, the attitude. Everything was good with the game, but the controls for me and kind of looking back and forth and up and down, that wasn't something that I was too fond of. And I'm never a huge fan of playing like with stylus with one hand and like holding like the DS like that. I really don't like playing games like that. So to me, I'd rather have a version of it to where I can just play with the controller and everything. And up to this point, they really haven't released anything. The World Ends With You didn't come to like PS Vita or like PSP. It came to smartphones. That's what it did. It came to smartphones, and I don't want to play it on there either. So the fact that it's finally coming over to a system that I'll be able just to play normally with this style of game, I'm really excited and appreciative of that, and I think that everybody should at least check this one out. If you're an RPG fan, if you kind of like those unique style of games out there, The World Ends With You is a fantastic game that tells a story that you're never going to forget. Seriously, like when you play this game, you're going to always remember the characters and kind of what they went through and the situation that they're in and what it puts you through. Great game, guys, coming out this fall. This is a Square Enix originally developed RPG, and it's being brought over. And what we've seen here, Nintendo is publishing the game, so there is a collaboration between Nintendo and Square Enix, which is going to be interesting to see what other reboots we do get from Square Enix. So I'm looking forward to potentially getting some more announcements, maybe at a Nintendo Direct or something, maybe like a Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross. I mean, I can wish, right? So what do you guys think about all the different topics that we discussed here when it comes to The World Ends With You, Final Remix, Dragon Ball FighterZ, and also Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the expansion pass, DLC, Shulk Fiora? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of FighterZ across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.